We are live.
Raven, the GM Joe, 1/3 of the side.
Sam, the legend behind the techie. We are live. What's going on, guys?
What was this? What was this hand gesture? What was that?
Just, you know, signaling a plane. They just
take off. It's a take off, innit? Man's taking off.
there you go. We're live.
I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And, bruv, you know last week he was dancing and now you're doing these mad hand gestures. I just don't understand that. Where'd you get this stuff from? Like, what's happening at work, fam?
Too much.
It's mad.
It might be his new ritual for this
year.
For this year or this specific show. I don't know. Something. Man, Jesus Christ.
No, stop. Nah, stop. You're out of control, fam.
Can't.
Well, alright, cool. On this week on Nerd Banter, that's what the show is called. We're gonna be talking about Star Wars, Black Widow, the Fox lineup, John Wick. Is that it?
One more.
Shazam.
There you go.
Talking about Shazam.
So how you trying to boycott Shazam, fam?
Well,
Almost forgot about him.
you know what? We're starting off Shazam, man. Because Joe is trying it. Joe is trying it.
I've got no issues with Shazam. Tell them about Shazam. Go ahead.
So a few hours ago, it's been announced that Mark Strong is in the lineup.
So what you're saying a few hours ago, but you know we're in the past of the future. So
Are we?
Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
I know.
Are we?
yeah.
How does that work?
See, because it's Monday today.
Oh, fam, allow me.
But you just asked me. How does it work? Anyway, yeah.
Oh, my
so
days.
Mark Strong's announced that he is playing. What is he playing? Doctor.
Fam, it's peak right now. I can't.
Wow.
It's been the longest week for me, man.
He's playing Doctor Sivana in Shazam.
Shazam.
All right, cool. Do you know anything about this character? You are a resident Shazam.
Yes and no. I've read, but I don't remember anything right now. So.
I think Mark Strong to be somewhere else in DC, and he's going to be some doctor in Shazam.
All right.
Wasted.
I don't think it's wasted.
No?
No. You had your chance, and you couldn't remember.
I don't think it's wasted. Like I don't remember the ins and outs, but it's not. It's like a villain. It's almost like a villain. So and Mark Strong, by his track record of movies, it fits into, like, it's not a main character, but the reason why I think is good is because it's now reassured me that it's quite dark, because Mark Strong can play that kind of character. Alright, so I'm happy. I'm very happy. Although I've been, guys, forgive me, like my memory, I've been out of the scene for like a whole week, but like, but when I saw the news, I was like, this is actually good news, because it can be still kiddish, but with that, it at least tells me, look, there's at least a tone, because he kind of brings that tone, you know, onto movies and stuff like that. So
Right.
I'm
Personally,
happy with that.
I just want to disagree with what you're saying.
You disagree regardless.
No,
anyway.
no,
Disagree.
I'm strongly going to disagree with this, because even though I agree with what you're saying about Mark Strong, he brings a certain caliber to his movies and a certain tone and a grittiness. Yeah, he's a legit actor. I like Mark Strong. But Mark Strong can't save movies, fam. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying it. I'm
you're
talking about the tone that I wasn't, you know,
I'm gonna throw something out there.
Go on.
Green Lantern.
What about? He was a good Sinestro. He was
Yeah.
the best thing out of that movie.
He was the best thing about that movie.
Yeah.
But what about the tone? You're talking about the tone of the movie. Look at the tone of the Green Lantern movie. It was terrible.
But his tone,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even if he's really good in the movie, he won't save it if it's bad. That's all I'm saying.
like I said, he has reassured me. Let me put the keywords out there. Yeah, reassured me that there is some level of dark tone, because if you guys don't know, Shazam, you know, is not all, you know, bright lights and everything. It's actually quite dark.
The thing is, yeah, I'm very 50-50 on this whole Shazam project. I'm interested about certain things I've heard. Like, they said it's going to be like the movie Big. You remember the movie Big? I love that movie. And that's, in my mind, how a Shazam movie should work. Instead of a magic slot machine that turns you into an adult, you just substitute that for magic or superpowers. Do you know what I'm saying? if they go that way, yes, it's going to be good. But everything else I hear is not going to be like that. Oh, it's going to be family friendly. It's going to be a comedy. It's going to be this and that. I don't want that.
Because it does have those elements. It does have those elements, and this is where it gets.
They also said they wasn't going with a Billy Batson that's an arsehole. They're going with like a nice Billy Batson.
Are you serious?
So like I'm not like.
Wait, that kind of makes sense though.
Why?
Because obviously, like, he's still a kid.
Mm.
So if he's getting his powers for the first time, why would he be an arsehole?
No, Billy Batson's an arsehole though. Yeah.
No,
He's a good kid, isn't he?
He's a good kid.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Who's?
Only for a while, then he's like,
Joe-
I'm abusing it.
Joe's probably confusing with himself when he was a kid. That's
If he was to get power.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, raised in East London, you know what I mean? It's one of them whap, swap.
I'm guessing I was the only one of the three of us raised in West London.
What?
Alright, cool. Let's just promote these stereotypes. Let's just promote them stereotypes. Anyway, alright, cool. Well, yeah, I'm with Sam though. I think that Mark Strong should just reprise his role as Sinestro in the DCEU, and he shouldn't play this Doctor because, like you said, this Doctor's not a main character, and I think Mark Strong's way better than just being a tertiary side man in a movie, especially with a movie that's gonna probably have The Rock in it at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
Get me?
with I do agree with that, but, you know,
Get me?
at least we're getting, you know, some sort of level and value into the characters, you know, so I'm happy.
Alright, is that enough Shazam talk?
Yes.
Are you good?
Yeah, man.
Sam, have you got something for us?
Yes, I have, and I can't remember the top of my head. So, Fox has rearranged its release dates. You think it's anything to do with Disney?
Do I think it's anything to do with Disney? I'm gonna say
Yeah.
no.
No.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna say no. It's
Okay.
not to do with Disney.
Why is that?
Well, I heard that they've moved the New Mutants back because they need to change things about the movie. So to me, it just sounds like,
You know, films from Disney.
no, I don't.
All of a sudden, they need to change things. Everything was right?
We don't. This
Yeah,
is the
that's
thing.
very true.
We don't.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
don't
know.
know.
We don't know these
Yes,
things.
we don't know.
They dropped a trailer. We like the trailer, but they also said that it tested bad with audiences when they do their testing. So
Yeah.
if it tested bad, do you know what I'm saying?
They gotta make
Yeah,
some
they've got to
changes.
change things. But to push it a whole year back, to me, it sounds like they've got to change everything.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I also heard that they want to put more horror tones in it. So maybe the tone of the movie was like falling half between kiddish and half between scary, and they're trying to go the whole scary route. See, so I don't think it's because of Disney. Now the next one was Deadpool's got moved up
Forward.
to.
Yeah,
It's been moved forward, so now it's dropping a week before the Han Solo movie. Now I know this isn't Disney because Disney wouldn't cannibalize their own movie, and people might be like, "Why is it cannibalizing their own movie? Deadpool's going to be rated 18, Han Solo's a 12A, but it's the same audience. It's that same sci-fi comic book audience. Like we're going to go see both. Do you know what I'm saying? And some people who are like not as into movies as us might only go see one. So I know Disney wouldn't be like, especially with a movie that's already having issues with Han Solo, you wouldn't want to move a blockbuster
So close.
You know what? Yeah. You know
that's
what?
so
Like,
close to it.
yeah, that's not gonna make a difference because Deadpool's 18.
No,
It's a
see,
different audience,
no,
right?
see,
Like, but that 18 is not. But that's the thing. It's not like you're not capsizing anyone because it's 18. You already whoever goes to watch 18 will also watch Han Solo.
Right, exactly.
It's not like it's a kids can go both ways. No, kids are only gonna go to Han Solo. That's it. That's the only route you can go to. You can't go unless.
see, and but that's the point that makes sense. That if you're an adult, you go and watch Deadpool, but then your kids the next week will be like, "Yo, you went to the cinema last week and didn't take
My
me.
turn.
Take me to go and see Han Solo." So, and Star Wars movies are known for like staying in the movies for like 2 months. So even if you miss the first week and the second week, you can watch it the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Do you get what I'm saying?
There you
So
go.
there's that.
And Gambit is pretty obvious because obviously they lost their director.
What are you talking about? What movie?
Gambit,
What's that?
the guy
Yeah,
that can
what's
throw kinetic cards.
What's that? What's that?
Who is that?
Who's that?
Do you know what? Yeah, listen. What's crazy is I like Gambit, the character. He wasn't.
I love.
Yeah, that's
He-
what's so crazy.
He wasn't one of my favorite X-Men, but he was always an entertaining X-Men to watch. But since no offense to Channing Tatum, because I think he's improved much as an actor. But since this whole movie thing started, talking about it needs 150 million, it's coming out this year, and it's get pushed back 3-4 years. Now it's coming out in 2019. It's got 3 different directors. Like, fam,
150 million for what?
like no one's interested in this movie,
Paper cards, isn't it?
bruv. No one's interested in this movie. Do you know what they should do with this movie?
Scrap it.
Scrap it and make it like a Logan trilogy. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Just give all the 150 million to Hugh Jackman to make him come back, fam. Get me, like Channing Tatum, bruv. Just do Magic Mike. Just dance on that, fam.
Yeah, man. Listen, I don't know what's going on there, but it's got all the recipes for disaster, fam. Literally, like Channing Tatum. I don't know. Maybe he's got a side of acting that I don't know of, but my experience, I haven't seen
Nah, fam.
any
Nah.
specs like that. But
He's
like,
decent in a couple movies, fam.
But yeah, okay, decent. Like we're talking about Gambit, like raised by assassins and thieves, like, and I can't see him. And then directors leaving the project. You just mentioned 150. Come on, man.
That's way too much.
Like, that's bad. Come on, guys. What are we talking about? Listen, no. Let this movie go. Let it go. Let it go. That's it. Like, go look for a different project.
The thing is, yeah, with most movies that they say they're gonna bring out, you can have a general idea of what's gonna happen in it. What happens in a Gambit movie?
No idea.
Get me, like,
No idea.
because like even Gambit in the cartoon,
What does he do?
he's just with everyone.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm
he's just
saying?
with-
Like,
yeah, exactly. He's just he's part of the team. He's not. It doesn't have like a solid story to go on by itself. And the only way you could do his movie,
go on, I know where he's going with this.
it would be like almost like what movie I'm thinking of? Like almost like Oliver Twist sort of movie.
Ooh,
Yeah, and Road Kid, gets with the thieves, with the assassins, and then you kind of get, and then from there you get different characters from Marvel like
Coming
popping in, and then that could be a really good movie because then it just shows like a failed system, and then all these kids pull in, and then at the end, I don't know, maybe Xavier comes, and then later on, the same kids you saw when they were younger, I don't know, they're now with Magneto, they're now with someone else, and then that's how you can build something. But other than that, it wouldn't be about just Gambit. Yeah, Gambit would probably be one of the main kids, but not just him, because I can't see the spotlight just on him.
You actually did sell me on it, but for it to be a movie like that, it'd have to be more Logan than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really on this. It doesn't mean that it has to be R-rated, but I mean, I'm really on this. Movies like superhero movies being like dramatic now. Like, fam, like yeah, like Marvel have got the tone perfect. We are childish, but we are serious. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like they have that tone on lock. Now everyone else needs to do something different. Like Fox, you need to do the real life dramatic movies like Logan and Deadpool and all that kind of stuff. And DC, you need to reboot.
How do we get from this?
I'm just saying. This is what all the studios need to be doing. DC need to reboot. While these man do what they're doing.
Jesus.
And just take like 5-10 years out and just come back to something else. Like,
I just don't know how we even got to a Deadpool movie. Wasn't there at one point they were going to do a whole origin series, and obviously Wolverine didn't do too well, but then they still wanted to do Magneto, they still wanted to do Professor X.
yeah, but the Magneto movie turned into First Class, innit?
Yeah.
It turned into First Class. Like,
I can't complain then.
yeah. But I don't know. It's cool, but yeah, man. Gambit's got to go, fam.
Go.
Gambit's
Go.
got to go. Alright, I got one. I got a topic.
Right.
Now, obviously, apparently, for some reason, the internet's gone mad about Star Wars The Last Jedi. Yeah, and about Rian Johnson being the director. So, I posed a question to you. With all of the negative cloud floating around, or on the, you know what I'm saying, like it being around, do you think that Disney will now be like, hi Rian Johnson, thanks for making The Last Jedi, but we don't want you to make the Star Wars trilogy that we said you was going to make before?
No.
do you think this is possible? Just flat out no, Sam.
No, it still made money, and it was only this big of a cloud, and it was like one raindrop.
Listen, I think if Disney does that, it's making a huge mistake, because you are almost giving the powers to people who have no sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna go. I see you start making that face like I was gonna say something like I usually do, but you know what? It got to that point that's like, you are not a Star Wars fan, and that shows that. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you love Star Wars, and a lot of you guys have been watching it since birth, but people are so caught up with the past, and remember, I told you as soon as we came out of cinemas, the first viewing, people are gonna hate this movie because of Luke. I said this right away because I already knew how Luke's fans are, but you need to understand how Star Wars works. It's a war. Right, so people losing their mind, signing petitions, doing all kind of nonsense, you know, cursing directors, death threats, all sorts. Mate, you need to start watching Star Wars, and that's it. Like, cause and if Disney goes say no because the fan, it's a great movie.
Exactly.
We're in a different era of the war, right? So if Disney does that. If they want to go a different direction because, okay, they're trying to improve, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're trying to listen to these people who have no clue about this movie, then you're giving them powers. Then every time you want to do something, oh no, you know, we're going to riot, we're going to petition, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. No, and I think, and that's not fair. Like, come on, that movie is great. It's not fair on him. He did a great job with this movie.
I'm with you. I'm super legit. I'm super with you. I definitely don't think that this is something to do, but I did want to pose the question because I think it's interesting. Now, I also wanted to make an analogy, and now obviously someone's gonna jump in the comments and be like, "Oh, Joe's a DC hater. I love DC with all my heart." Get me? But I think the issue, like the thing is, Disney never do what Warner Brothers do. Warner Brothers react. Oh man, people didn't like Batman vs Superman. I'm gonna chop and screw Justice League into something else, into the Avengers. Then that tanks. Do you know what I'm saying? That's being reactionary.
Yeah.
Disney never do that. Like, they never do that. Oh, you didn't like that movie? Here's the next one. Oh, you didn't like that movie? Here's the next one. Like,
that's why you're still gonna watch it.
Exactly, and that's what's crazy. And because they do that, like, that's why I think they're successful, because like they have a plan and they stick to the plan. Do you know what I'm saying? Plans go up, plans go down. But like if you stay the course, things will work out. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you're not staying the course, like, oh, we're just gonna change every time someone says a petition of fire this director, do this, I didn't like the tone of this, why is he making jokes here? Like, you're just gonna be in a shambles and you're always gonna be reacting. So I actually don't think Disney are gonna do that, and I'm really excited to see what Rian Johnson trilogy is going to be. What do you think Rian Johnson's trilogy is going to be? This is just a short synopsis, one sentence. Future, past, what, like, where?
No, I don't know. There's, I can say future, I can say present, I can say past. I'd still be happy to say.
New Resistance.
New Resistance.
New Resistance.
So you think he's going to be the Resistance that just flew off? You think he's going to be working with them, like just somewhere else?
Like the whole Mock Boy and
them kids.
Yeah. Oh, the kids.
No, but that is a theory that is going around. Like them kids there. That
so
Rian
within
Johnson.
the scroll, you know, years gone past since that.
Yeah. No, because there might not be a scroll, because it might not be episodes.
Oh, it might not. Oh,
it might not be episodes.
Side story.
Yeah, his trilogy could be
side stories.
Yeah, it could be
the main one.
Yeah, it could be. You never we never know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's good. I don't know.
Question: do you know, with all the fans going crazy, do you think they have any idea, any clue of the team that's behind Star Wars, like the Lucasfilm team? Do they have any idea?
Do you know what?
of
Yeah,
these people
like
behind?
no, I definitely do, because do you know what? Yeah, I watched this reaction, like this. I don't want to give them. I don't want to like shout them out or anything, because I don't agree with any of their things. I don't want them to get views off it. I'm sorry, but they was talking and they knew everyone. Pablo Hidalgo, Dave Filoni, blah blah. Like they was going in how we go in, yeah. And I was just like, for you to know all of this information and to still land on the conclusion that you have makes me think that you missed something very crucially. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like Star Wars is about people making right decisions, wrong decisions, turning right, turning left, doing this, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And the whole thing with Luke, like, he didn't do anything that bad.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't do anything
He
that
had
bad.
the feeling.
He thought about killing someone and didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't
like,
get it. That's why I don't get
me.
it.
There's that, and then the whole people hate. I don't want to. I said I don't want to start talking about. I don't want to get deep into it. But I do think that these people know. But I think like they're so emotionally tied to Luke, and then their expectations of what Luke should be or how he should be, bruv. When you haven't seen a character for 30 years,
I guess
you think about what he's been doing, and everyone had their own story. And what's funny is because I think maybe because I am personally or we're not super attached to Luke, we didn't feel like that. Like man's super attached to other characters, but I'm willing to be told the story of the other character instead of just getting angry that my story. Like, bruv, I'm not the director of Star Wars. Like, I'm not in the story team. You get me? Man, don't par with Pablo Hidalgo and them, man. Get me? So anyway,
just last thing.
man said that like 4 times.
I know.
Nah, keep going.
No, it's just because obviously I keep getting all these stuff online. Do you also think people feel some type of way about Disney?
No.
Because whenever there's this whole thing about, you know, the new generation of Star Wars, Disney's name's always in the mix.
The thing is, yeah, Disney's name's always going to be in the mix because people just want to grasp onto something. There has to be a reason why it's not the way they want it. Today it's Disney, yesterday it's Ryan Johnson. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, like, they're always, like, there's always going to be an excuse. There's always got to be a scapegoat for, like, these people who hate things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, it's good. Get me? Even the Porgs, like, it's good too, fam. And anyone who says the Porgs is all Disney, fam, what was it, Ewok, fam?
Boy.
Shout you. Shout you.
Oh
Get
my
me?
days.
Anyway, moving on. Next topic.
Next.
We had something. There was 2. John Wick, Black Widow. Which one do we want to go with?
Let's go with John Wick.
John Wick. So, do you
Alright,
want to go with
our lovely Keanu Reeves has once again brought to life an iconic character. Okay, John. And with all the success, which I think they only used 40 million.
No
to,
way.
40 million to create the movie, and I think they made just over 170. The dates have been pushed forward for the last installment of John Wick 3, and if I'm not wrong, 17th of March 2019 is to be released. Now, I mean, I already knew they were shooting, but now we have a date. Very, very exciting. I think they're trying to show a bit more of the stuff that was missed from the previous movie. So how it works in New York, you know, the ins and outs, the society, instead of just, you know, just the whole shebang. But at the same time, they saying that, how are you going to conclude the whole thing? Because everybody's going for it. And at the same time, you kind of show, you know, the links, you know, the tunnels, you know, the underground tunnels. So very exciting. What do you guys think?
I wanted to add more to that.
Go on.
Just before that, obviously, they have also who is it? Lionsgate, the company that
the Lionsgate, yep.
that make whatever John Wick. They've also greenlit the TV show, The Continental.
Oh yeah.
Which is the name of the hotel that they always stay for, all the assassins stay.
All the assassins.
So, like, it looks like John Wick is like doing big things right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was, you know what? It was just one of those things. I saw the extras, and it was a big leap. They took a massive risk because they was trying to show this world in a particular way, and they nailed it. And when they nailed it, it was just like you're trying something new. You know, it's a new recipe. And when that cake came out, it was delicious, and everybody's loving it. And listen, that movie is, I've said it before, it's a masterpiece for what it is. And now they're banking on it. So it makes sense push the movie forward, bring a new series. Can you imagine what the series will be like?
See, the thing is, this series has the potential to be mad. Because, like, there's...
Sorry, can I jump in?
Oh!
Can you imagine, like, remember the series 24 Hours?
Yeah. See,
so
like,
can you imagine, like...
Nah,
like,
the thing what could be sick about this, yeah, is that, let's say, like, it's Keanu Reeves. He's not in every movie anymore. So imagine they get him to sign up for the TV show. Now, in the TV show, you have like an 8-episode season. Each episode is a different assassin going after John Wick. Oh, it's done. It's done. It's gone. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's not even the good guy. Like, each episode, you're with just a new assassin.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you've got to chase down the boogeyman. Fuck. Like, are you dumb, fam? That's mad.
Can I throw in
Pepper the thing.
Can I throw in Marvel's Punisher?
There's no way. There's no way. It never happened. It never happened.
Why not?
It's too much.
Like,
this might even be the reason, you know.
Huh?
This might even be, after seeing that, they might be thinking,
listen,
we should
the
do that.
crossovers they can do will be a madness.
The Punisher and John Wick.
Fam.
Life isn't over as we know it.
OD 1000. Forget about work. Forget about your kids. Forget about paying bills. You're staying stuck in our screen watching it.
That'd be nuts. But I just think like the Continental itself, like just having different stories from the hotel, different following different assassons
Politics
in that
as
whole
well.
universe, all of it, bro.
Politics.
Yeah, man.
Can you imagine if Pacino walks in to OG?
That's the thing. They can literally do anything.
Anything.
They can do anything. It'd be mad.
Anything.
Oh my god.
I'm looking forward to the action scenes though. Like,
so that's the thing. You still get the action, but the thing is, don't just think about the action because the story for its world is really good.
Yeah, it's really
so now
fantastic.
that you actually have the it's a series instead of a movie, you can get more deep.
Exactly, the layers, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like maybe someone do corruption, someone trying to take over.
Like
stuff.
imagine like okay, you have the Continental, but then underneath like okay, Continentals, you know, everything's pretty, everything's nice inside, but then underground there might be, you know, the subway Continental version. You know what I'm saying? Then there could be some side. Bro,
that would be sick if they had like rival hotels.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
The Hampton,
like,
which is also a bunch of assassins.
Fam.
That's mad.
Yeah, just be the ideas.
And then you got a Fishbourne as well. His people that just
the homeless,
like, homeless people just. Yo, like it's just so many things they can do with this movie. Like, the ideas are endless.
And who's the bigger circle? Because they always mention them, but you don't actually know the bigger heads. So even they can even play a part with the movies as well as the actual like TV show.
Yeah, I the thing is, because they make John Wick for such a low budget, I think that they have the most potential to have just such a more connected universe than any of like Marvel movies or Disney or DC stuff. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because like nothing in John Wick you couldn't do on television. Right. Do you get what I'm saying? He does mad stuff, but he doesn't do mad stunts where there's a Lamborghini coming out of a window.
Yeah, like
wearing
costumes.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
loads of money.
They could do all of that stuff on TV. So I think that they could just have just a sick connection. Do you know what I'm saying? They could connect 1 and 2 and then connect 3 and 4. They could just have John Wick when he was just working for the Continental. They could have young John Wick.
Cool.
Yeah, bro. They could do anything.
The directions are actually mad.
It's mad. But alright, let's move on. I think it's our last. Is it our last topic?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, Black Widow. So apparently, I don't think it's 100% confirmed by Disney yet, but a Black Widow movie is going to be greenlit and start going into production. How do we feel about this?
I'm excited.
You're excited.
Seeing Black Widow from Iron Man 2 going into what movie was she in before Avengers?
She was in Black. She was in
then Avengers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Just seeing her all over the place, and even that little snippet with her and Hawkeye, and her having their own little missions. Like, you just would have thought from day one she would have got on movie.
See, like, and I think I said this in the Iron Man 2 review, that I think not after Iron Man 2 she got on movie, but after Winter Soldier, I definitely feel like that was the perfect time to do her own solo movie. But do you not think like right now it's like too late? Do you know what I'm saying? Because okay, I don't like, me personally, I don't think it's too late. But I'm asking a question because it's like Iron Man 2 came out in 2011. It's 2018. If it gets greenlit this year, it's coming out 2020
Exactly.
soonest. Now, in 2020, we don't know where the Marvel Cinematic Universe is at because we've got 2 Avengers movies to go. Everything might change. Now, do you think this movie is a prequel, or do you think this is just a new movie in the new Marvel Cinematic Universe moving forward?
Through the grapevine, I heard it's based before Infinity War.
It has to be.
Okay, no. Okay, before Infinity War or before Iron Man? Because they're 2 different things. Because if it's before Iron Man, there was no superheroes. Do you know what I'm saying? The only thing around them times was like the Winter Soldier. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that would be sick.
I think that's what
because
it would be.
She's in the Winter Soldier, the movie, she alludes to going on that mission and being shot by the Winter Soldier. Now, you've got Bucky, he's on like an 8 movie deal or whatever, 6, he's only done like 4. Do you know what I'm saying? You throw him in it, you put Hawkeye in it, do you know what I'm saying? And like maybe like you can have Tony Stark in it, like actually Tony Stark before he turns to Iron Man, like cameo and stuff like that. I think with those characters, you could even probably squeeze Rhodey in there because he's in the military.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you can still get Nick Fury in there as well because S.H.I.E.L.D. was around them days. I think if you go with that little time period, you're really good. But I'm still don't know.
I can only think that's the way they can pull this movie because it's almost like making up for the time that they didn't make our own movie, and which is fine because obviously it was a long process to bring all these movies together, and with the Infinity War coming, it's like almost the end of this whole run. Bring it to the first before Iron Man, and like you said, the war, and obviously it's almost like a Russian Soviet Union type of scenario. That she can be like infiltrated in, and then you see all these people. Obviously, Tony Stark probably studying or something. He hasn't taken over, but he's just probably doing something reckless, and like Rhodey as well, being a military. So, me personally, that's that movie. It's a makeup for not giving her her own little thing.
But you know what? Yeah, that does make sense, but. My issue with it then is, every movie, I think, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe always kind of furthers the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, even though it's Guardians, it happened out in space, but they showed us an Infinity Gem. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they were all showing us, like, it was all leading up to something. So if they was to take this movie and put it back there, does it build on something?
It would have to, wouldn't it?
But what is it building on?
Do you know? Sorry. That could also bring Ant-Man, the first one.
No, I think that's. See, I thought about that, but I think that's too far back, because the original Ant-Man is around
Tony Stark's dad.
Around Tony Stark's dad, Captain America days. Do you know what I'm saying? And she's not that old.
She's not that old.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
if they're doing a movie with her, I'm presuming she's gonna be like young 20s. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get
when
me?
she just came out of training and
Get me?
What about
no.
Rogue of them?
They said no. They said that she's been. They said she's been in a thing since she was like 8.
Yeah.
Remember, they recruited her younger than the little kid in
Age of Ultron, isn't it?
Yeah. So
flashback.
So who knows? But I'm actually really excited for it because I'd like the Russo brothers to have lots of influence on it because they did a bad boy job with Winter Soldier, and I know they can make military movies, or someone else who can make military movies. But I'm actually really excited about it as well. Get me? So okay. Do you think it's gonna get made?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's gonna get made.
What about you, Sam?
Should have been made ages ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it too.
Powerpuff Girls. It's getting made there.
What's the Powerpuff Girls? What's the
Powerpuff Girls.
We're
living in that era of Powerpuff Girls. That's getting made.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know
That's
what that
getting
means.
made.
I don't know what he means.
That's
I don't know.
getting
If you know what Raven means, jump in the comment section below and let us know. Guys, let us know what you think about Shazam, Black Widow, Ryan Johnson, and Star Wars hate, other topics,
John Wick.
Shazam, and Fox. Didn't I say John Wick already? And John Wick. Let us know what you think about any of the topics on today's shows in the comment section below. Also, if you've got a question for us, write in the comment section below and we'll answer it on the next show. Also, we've got a Facebook group called The Cyber Nerds. If you really want your question answered, go over there. You might hear it on the podcast or on this show or on another show. Get me. I'm Joe, one further The Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Revenue GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
Before you leave, go to patreon.com/The Cyber Nerds and support us. Give us the gold coins in your wallets, bills, dollars, pounds, whatever they are. And we will see you on the next Nerd Banter trailer reaction, trailer review, live stream, or whatever else we do. Peace.
Easy.